going on, people? You know what it is. Let me welcome you all. Every person, place, a thing in existence, aboard America or abroad, whether you in the earth or hovering somewhere out not too far above it. Okay? Whether you beyond the ice glaciers. I want to welcome every person, place, or thing. Whether you in the North Pole, right? If you dwell in the Grand Canyon, yo, your God right here want to acknowledge you. Okay? So this title is You're the One. It's you yourself that's the one. You know, you got people, there's creatures, not all creatures, not everybody, but pretty much 7.9 billion. They're waiting for the return of some savior. And it's okay because their savior is here. They just haven't met them yet. There's so many people, y'all gotta like wait your turn. Like, come on, give them a break. We're busy right now. We'll get to you, okay? According to your needs. Some of you are in need of the savior more than others. You know, I gotta go down Kensington before I come up Mount Airy. Okay, I gotta deal with Chicago before I go out there in Cherry Hill somewhere, Chestnut Hill. Okay, I gotta deal with Bmore, Detroit, Chi-Town. You know what I mean? So it's like a doctor prescribing the dosage of the prescription which the patient needs. It must be the proper amount, else what? You're gonna have problems. You're gonna have to contact Houston. Am I correct? Why? Because you done lost your job. You done made like the nigga did with Michael Jackson and gave him too much, which caused what? Allegedly his demise. I'm not saying the story is true. I'm just saying this is what's been known to be done and heard of. We ain't got to go that far. You can go right there in your own city somewhere. And a lot of y'all know somebody who's OD. So this process is only going to go on until the woman returns to that of their own universe. And this is the day and time of its manifestation. That nobody can deny. Nobody can deny. There's a quote that a lot of people like to make mention of in America. And I'm talking about the talented individuals in America. And it's profound, you know, but not many adhere to it. It's just like they say it like it's some fly shit to be talking about, and you really don't get the real definition of its essence and its meaning. That quote is mind over matter. If you really understood what the matter is that the mind must proceed, you wouldn't be looking for nobody to come and save you, people. I ain't gonna hold you. You know I don't cap you up in no bottles. Real talk. You free to go. If you don't like the information, then go ahead. Go get on Santa Claus sled or something. You may want to jump in the Easter Bunny's backseat. You know what I'm talking about? You may want to lay up on the table with the turkey. I don't know what you into. But by all means, you're supposed to be doing that what you here to do. Mind over matter. Did you know this meat suit right here that you looking at is a piece of matter, yo? I seen a post on Facebook, on social media, right? I'm sorry, TikTok. This individual, and this one of many, this individual gonna show a McDonald's fry. Check. Under a microscope. Guess what he found under the microscope? You got it. Microscopic creatures. In other words, shit that's moving around in your food that you can't see. So that would disgust anybody, right? If you've seen that. That's why people who smoke cigarettes don't go to the hospital watch somebody's heart as to what it looks like after 20 years of smoking, because they're not ready to quit. And they say, God damn, I'm not ready to see that shit. I see that shit, I'm ready to quit. So I'll stay away from that. That's just like the nigga talking about, I don't want to go to the doctor. I don't want to know I got AIDS. I don't want to know I got cancer. Why go to the doctor? Just keep living. Ignorance is bliss, right? So what you want to know for? What? Okay? This is why it's almost hellish to be knowing so much. But when you're dealing with mind over matter, you're talking about you yourself controlling the physical plane. Mind is the master. So the person, I told the person, I said, look, in the comment section, because I'm one of them people who's not afraid to get in the comment section. Oh yeah. If your mental ain't right, I will definitely uplift you. Satan don't want no parts of that. This is what keep this nigga at bay from me. See, I'm about doing things politically correct and right. Check. So what's his objective? To make the whole world fair seeming of that which is wrong, right? So of course he ain't gonna swing with me. He can't ride a motorcycle or bicycle or hang out with me. We can't go fishing and motherfucking Camelback Mountain and all that type of shit. No. You gotta go with a like mind. A alike, B alike, and you C alike. A, B, C. So I got in the comment section. I said, well, look, man, you done showed me Coca-Cola and French fries and all types of uh, 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 things that looks like you're opposed of. That's what it looks like to me, because obviously he hasn't looked at a plant, a leaf. Obviously he hasn't put a tomato under the microscope, people. And here is what's better. Here's the best kicker. Obviously, you don't know what's crawling around on you that you can't see. You probably have seen that. Google it. Let's do some fact checking. Hey, Google. Is there microscopic creatures crawling around on the human beings?
Here are some results.
Now we want you to talk. Are there microscopic creatures on people?
According to BBC, meet Demodex, the face mite, a microscopic arachnid that lives on human skin. The pore is its humble abode, and the waxy sebum we secrete is its meal of choice.
Are there undetected from the eyes creatures on the human being? I asked the right question earlier. I can't get it right.
Here are some results from the web.
No, it says, could we be surrounded by invisible beings? Microscopic bugs on humans.
According to Cleveland Clinic, Demodex is a genus of microscopic mites that live in human hair follicles. The tiny creatures are arachnids, cousins of
Cousins of the
spiders and
spiders
ticks.
and ticks.
Almost everyone has Demodex mites living on their skin and in their pores, particularly there.
Look, well, here, look. I used to sell Kirby vacuum cleaners, B. Check it out. Now, I'm a hustler. I'm from Philadelphia, and when it comes to getting money, I fall no short of the concept of it. Okay, we born creators and trendsetters here. Okay, after you pick up what we do, we go on to make new shit for you to copy. Okay, not New York. I want y'all to stop getting it twisted. That's just as bad as they got you thinking you from Egypt and fucking Africa, and you from right here on the shores of Tamarica or Turtle Island. Stop playing. You're gonna stop playing with me. You know, when it comes to intelligence, I don't like to play. We could play games all day. We could drag race. We could race on motorcycles and shit and all that old kind of shit. We could, play chess but when it comes to intelligence, I don't like that. I don't do well around people. The teachers told y'all that. He said, this nigga, they said, when I went to those schools for 8 years, they said he don't do well around people. I don't. Because once that dumb shit start popping off, oh, and now I'm over half a man in it. Oh, I got shit in my box for you. For real. And I'm just holding it back for the right and appropriate time. But that's what you put in the comment section. Let these people know that you're not telling me nothing new. Of course, I'm sure if you eat a lettuce sandwich, before you eat it, put it in a microscope. You want to see the little bugs that like lettuce too. You ain't the only vegetarian in the world, nigga. Don't you know that you got dinosaurs that just ate trees? All dinosaurs didn't eat meat. So once you come in the physical, you begin to die. That's the process. And you knew that once upon you came here on a trip, but you let the Wizard of Oz confuse you. A lot of y'all didn't pay attention to the movie The Wizard of Oz. That's what the problem is. Go back and watch that movie again. From a bird's eye view. And when I say a bird's eye view, I ain't talking about somewhere high up in the sky, some motherfucking where. I'm talking about processionally. Okay? So, people, in closing, I want to come back. I'm going to do a nice little, we're going to get into the science. I'm supposed to be in the health because we're closing out this year with health. But because of the transitioning of the powers, all powers, okay, that be, I'm going to intertwine here. We're still going to be on the health note because it's important. It's important. We need to cover some of the Dr. Sebi ideas. We need to cover some of the Dr. Falula Africa ideas. We need to cover some of Phil Valentine's ideas when it comes to our eating etiquette. We need to cover some of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's ideas. Okay? We need to recap these ideas and bring it up into where it best fit and suit you today. Keep in mind, Anthony Fauci, is it him? Or it's one of them people. Somebody, shout out. We want to send some energy out there to Kelly. I just love me some Kelly. Such a beautiful being that's amongst us in this day and time. We definitely appreciate the energy of Kelly Amberosa. Let's send a cash out there. Peace, love, and light, and darkness, baby girl. Yeah, so you gotta understand, like, this is the day. Now we're in the awakening stages. Like, throwing so many tests out there. Just to, it's like a barometer test, you know? Like they want to see who's aware. That's why they first threw Cat Williams out there with his folk weight what is that? Folk woke symbol on. Which if studied and contemplated upon, you'll see is much like this symbol that you see right here. Real talk. But only they have the compass in it because he's representing a different energy. Peep game, people. I'm putting you on game. I'm putting you on game to be a master in this physical world. Real talk. If I could do it, I know you could do it. I was rebellious in school. In fact, I was rebellious in church, prison, school, and I think if you send me to hell, I'm going to be rebellious there. Because my whole idea is to raise the vibration and frequency of all creatures all over the 19 galaxies that I'm allowed to control. ODB control 9 planets. I mean, what you think I can fuck with? And ODB is my young boy. Talk dark to me. Huh? We are made or unmade by ourselves. You need to get that clear in your DEA and your DNA for some of you humans out here. Okay? I'm going to say that again. You are made or unmade by yourself. In other words, excuse me for a minute. I had to go home real quick. You know, you be with somebody out in the street and shit, you just be like, hold up, y'all, I gotta go home. I forgot something. Maybe I left the coffee pot on the stove. I do that spiritually because this shit is deep. And a lot of times for me to bring it from one level to especially of a fast dropping vibration, it makes what y'all call your skin tingle and your hair rise up. Like, dig the move, right? By your thoughts, you forge the weapons. Your circumstances and situation that you are in now, you put together. You're the one said you wanted Buddha as a god. Didn't nobody force you. In fact, when somebody did force something on you, the more you ran away from it. Talk light and dark to me at the same time. I'm bipolar. And I don't get a check. No. Government don't give me no check for my bipolarism because they know I'm on time with it. I told them niggas ain't no, I'm sorry, excuse me. I told them people that everybody is bipolar. They ain't want to have no further discussion with me. For either reason, I'm crazy and I'm not in accord with their philosophy and ideology, and or you know that I was right. And I'm not a part of your clique. Okay? Either way, it's all right with me. Until you be your way, until me be mine. Ain't got no problem with that. That's what I'm sitting here telling you, baby. You can build yourself or you can destroy yourself. And this is the day and time when you're supposed to be destroying all that you don't want in your cipher and adding in and building on all that of what you desire. And yes, feed your ego. Feed that nigga. Feed that bitch. Make her happy. She'll leave you alone. Listen, Satan don't fuck with me, people. You know why? I like to do what he like to do. But when is it? What gain will he get then now? See, he don't have his I'm with the shits. I'm master of the seven heavens and the seven hells. I keep telling you that. And you don't have no idea of what hell is like. You don't have, they didn't teach you that in school. What you mean you don't know, Nate, what I know about hell and heaven? Because I know your ideology. You went to the white man's, the W man school. You have only, if you went to school in America, and I'm going to be apologetic, because that's a shame. I wouldn't wish this on nobody. I didn't go to school. Because I knew that only thing that will develop is a Eurocentric ideology. Which means what, Nate? You're going to walk like the white W man, okay? So-called white man. Your language, your etiquettes, the way you speak is going to be like the W man. Yeah. That's why you talk about Becky and I. And you hear me say, me and Becky went to the store, and you be talking about, oh, that ain't proper grammar. Fuck proper grammar. What the fuck is proper grammar? Proper grammar don't make my phallus swing. It don't rise it up. And that's all I need. Check. If you can't do that for me, then we ain't gang gang. I'm here to enjoy my life. Do what the fuck I want to do. Read the Book of Law by Alex Crowley. So likewise, we also fashion the tools with which build for ourselves heavenly mansions. This is the same thing Jesus went and told you, ain't it? A lot of you don't know the Baphomet and Jesus is cousins. Did y'all know that? Some people say they all one in the same character. I don't disagree. Perhaps it could be true. Remember, it is you niggas who take this shit and make it deceptional. So you can come up with any fucking idea. Then if it's not so, then you can rest assured pretty much down the line it's going to manifest because you just spoke it up. Somebody heard you say that shit and it ain't popping yet. They like, oh shit, I'm ready to manifest now. That's all right. Okay. Motherfuckers ain't walking around with GPS on top of their head. I'm gonna create it myself. This is how people think. This is human activities. This is third dimension activity. So you build yourself or you destroy yourself with heavenly mansions of joy, strength, and peace, tranquility, harmony, you know? By the right choices and true application of thought, you ascend consciously, spiritually, mentally. That means you develop your other four senses in which the public schools haven't taught you, which is clairvoyance, intuition, psychometry, and mental telepathy. Huh? With the right choices and true application of thought, you ascend to the divine perfection. By the abuse and the wrong application of thought, what happens? You got it. My mom used to say it's like a lantern. You know, I used back in the day in Transylvania, we used to walk around with lantern lights and shit. And at night you had to turn it down. My old earth said that's how your soul is. She said the more evil and wicked and bad things you do, that light just goes dimmer and dimmer until I pretty much can't even see you out there. You used to be like a lightning bug. Now we don't see no lightning bugs. Why is that, people? Because you ain't shining. There's no reason for a light. The lightning bugs back in the day was coming around us because we were electric and they were charging off of us. Notice how brighter it got and how happier it is and how happier it made you. Oh, Mom, look, I caught a lightning bug. Now you can't even find a lightning bug because y'all dead. You ain't vibrating nothing high. Your light, your lantern ain't lit, my nigga. Somebody done did it. And it wasn't. I ain't gonna say that. By the abuse and wrong application of thought, we descend below the levels of the beast. Like that of a fucking hyena. You know what I'm talking about? Vicious, nasty creature. That nigga would tear anything out the frame. With no regards or respect. Between these two extremes are all the grades of character. We are our own maker and master. People, I've told you this once and I'm going to say it again. Truly, the most important magical tool you have is yourself and your brain. Okay? They tell you a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Please understand that the mind is you. You can have all the beautiful, glittery implements in the world. But if you have no imagination, look at the word imagination, please. How do you spell it? You cannot spell it. It don't say Becky and me. It says I image, I am. Imagination and no spark of inspiration, none of what you want to put into existence will ever work for you. As long as you're sticking your mind, see, when the Christians tell you the prayers go up and blessings come down, they're telling you that pay attention, let me explain this to you. That dome that they talk about, it's an etheric crystal ball. That's the crystal ball of the wizard of the wicked witch. You know how she look into the ball? Well, that's the universe. That's the world you in. Like on The Simpsons, they show you a dome. It's not the dome. It's like the rainbow. It's the chakras. It's the ether. It's the vibrational frequencies and rays. That's the dome. So once you send out thought, what happens? It picks it up. Okay? Transmit and stays in the. This is the original computer. So it's easy for me to tap into it and pick up your wave signals. Hence, Professor X on the Matrix, when he went in his dome and he put the thing on his head. And he was able to talk to the girl on the train. Well, you don't need to put the aluminum foil on your goddamn head. All you need to do is pick up your other senses. You see? So you can have all the beautiful glittery implements in the world, but if you have no imagination and no spark of inspiration, nothing will work for you. You'll keep voting for somebody else to do it for you. And they don't have time. I'm not going to say they don't have you in their best interest. Because look, you might be getting, if Miss Harris get in the office, okay, what's going to happen? Huh? You get $280 in food stamps. Now, she might give you 290. Okay? You may got 3 Save-A-Lot stores in your neighborhood. She make it possible where you can have $5 stores and Save-A-Lot store. Don't get me wrong. They're doing the best that they can do in these offices. Okay? But I'm putting you on a higher game, yo. I'm putting you on a higher part of the field. Leave this earth shit for the earthlings. I got better things for you to do in the macro plane. You ever heard of Slick Rick? He said, come along. We have a party to attend with some more mature people and some more our friends. We was talking about getting the fuck up out of this type of, you talking about dancing all day and run, come along. We did this, man. We ain't opening up no more goddamn banks. You can't create no more music to make. They done showed you that in the Olympics. You niggas is the best break dancers on the planet and probably on many other planets, and y'all niggas couldn't bring the gold home for USA. I'll ring the fucking bell for the gold. Don't worry about it. I got your back. You know your boy got your back. Because I invented the break dancing shit, niggas. Don't get it fucked up. You could have sent me over there and we would have got the gold. And I'm an old head. Pop locking and rocking that nigga. Real talk. So what is going on is a game, y'all. You got to understand and peep game. You want to be a game peeper. You don't want to be the game played. You don't want to be in the game being played. Come on. Don't get me wrong. You're in the game being played and you benefiting. By all means, boo-boo, get your G's. But my thing is, too, know what the fuck is going on. Know how to be. It might cost you at the end. These people like Prince, Malcolm the X, Martin Luther the King, okay? Dr. Sebi, Nipsey Hussle, all these people are high-ranking Masons. One thing about Bill Cosby and Bill Cosby, I admit, I give you your props. You ain't come out and you ain't write no books about that shit. You ain't go against the grain no more. You took your little slap on the wrist. You did your time, and you said, I ain't fucking with that. So I respect Bill Cosby on that. No, y'all got a peep game, like yo, because Bill Cosby could have fucking cracked the code a long time ago. A lot of people don't know that. I'm gonna send some energy out to Big Dog Philly OG. My bad. I don't know how long he was in the chat, but I definitely want to acknowledge the God. Yeah, but yeah, Bill Cosby, he could, but when he came out of jail and he threw up his Baphomet symbol and he had on this shirt with all the peace to the Gene Bay. Okay, want to acknowledge the God Bay, Gene Bay. Let's send some energy, cash app out to him. Coming through on the airwave, acknowledging rightness, truthfulness, and power. Fuck righteousness. Everybody running around here talking about, I'm righteous. I want to be righteous. Oh, I pay my taxes. I stop at the stop sign. I stop at the red light. Like, that shit don't make you righteous, nigga. Fuck out of here. God don't care if you stopping at the stop sign. You stupid ass people. They disobey all God's laws and obey all man-made laws. Talking about I'm going to heaven. If you don't get your ass in the corner real quick, I might give you a pass to heaven. Real talk. That dumbass ideology y'all working with. Move! So a truly living self-acknowledged God or goddess, right, can create magic with nothing but his or her mind. Never forget that, all right? Everything comes from the mind. Me. This is not me. But you see, it's not what you're going to get. They told you that what you see is what you get. I'm sorry. That was another lie. See, because you have to be careful. I could fake because you see this as the true essence and identity of the me. I could switch it up. I could give you the best impression. In fact, I could study you and bring you the whole impression what you desire. And next thing you know, you talking about, oh, I want to hang with him. That's my homie. I want to be his friend. Or I want to marry him. He got everything I need. No, I don't. That was a fake. You fell for the physical. All I did was went to the thrift store and buy some clothes that they got in there, and I told you that I got a 6-digit figure, and you ran with it. Why? Because of your greed. You're greedy. And see, God is, y'all think Satan is fucking trickery and slick. God is slicker. A lot of people don't know that. Remember, God created Satan, my nigga. So I'm slicker than Satan. You don't want to fuck. You rather fuck with Satan than fuck with me. You rather fucking fight an elephant in a telephone booth than fuck with me. You've got a better chance. You got a better chance with an elephant in a telephone booth. A lot of people don't know what a telephone booth is. So let me say this. In a porta potty. How many people know what a porta potty is? And a telephone booth ain't that big. If that. Either way, imagine you being inside with an elephant. And I say, fuck. Look at him. He talking about, I can't move. Of course you can. That's why you shouldn't be dealing with anything like me. You won't be able to breathe. I control your whole essence. Not Anthony Fauci, CDC, WHO. Me, niggas. And I said that. That's why so. As a man speaking, so should it be. If it wouldn't want to be, then you shouldn't allow me to speak this. You ain't working hard enough to keep me confused. How am I speaking what I'm speaking? You supposed to be on your A game, devil. Yeah, I'm showing and proving your shit is slipping. You falling. You ain't as strong as you was no more. Ain't nobody supposed to be speaking about mental telepathy, clairvoyance, psychometry. They don't teach that in school. They told you got 5 senses, my nigga. They said you can only taste, smell, see, hear, what? And touch, right? They left, that's the physical. They left the macro aspect about you out, which is known as the spiritual. And they capped it all up as putting you in a jar and got you worshiping the sun and the moon. That's the sun right there, people. The circle. And with inside, looped in the 7. I drew this because I totally understand the symbolism of when I was back in the 1900s up the energy, but also evolved it, built on it to the degree in which it best suits and fits me. thereby what? Showing and proving that God is here on the earth. You can't do that. Bring me your minister. Go and get Joyce Myers. Huh? Go get T.G. Jake. Go get Rick Warren. Ah, shit, you can go get Jennings. He might come close, but he gonna back out because, he high degree boy. But he just doing this thing. Goodly. That's why I fucks with him. He know the people don't want that science. So he give it to them how they best. He works on their heart chakra. Everybody else working on the masses of people in America's root chakra. You gotta understand the difference. See, some of these ministers and pastors and preachers and teachers and so forth, they mean well, but they know that, first of all, their life is in jeopardy. Two, preachers and pastors, they can't teach the Bible because they'll get fined and or imprisoned or assassinated. Check. So these have nothing to do but preach the book, right? And then you got these other individuals. They may, see that, okay, everybody is on a certain time level, So let's stay in accord with the pattern that's supposed to take place here in the third dimension. And just like me, right? Over a period of time, you get in where you fit in if you stay sincere and wholehearted at what you want in existence. If you want to be a God, y'all, like it says in Psalms 82, verse 6 and John 10:34, all you got to do is just will it. That's the imagination, and which creates the spark for manifestation. Are we clear? There's nothing that ever came into the physical world without first the person thinking about it. You need to understand that. All right? So until the next time, take care of yourself and do it on purpose. We're going to come back maybe today. I'm not sure. Maybe earlier this morning. But the next stream is going to be some high power. I'm going to be coming out with a few books. Like I said, I'm going to stay on the health note for the remainder of the year. I'm going to end this year on some health ideas, on revision. I'm not going to regurgitate Dr. Sebi and all of them. Okay? Why? Because 80% of farming in the seeds is gone. You don't get watermelons and shit no more if you're in America. Okay? So our people need to understand some things now of how to keep alkaline. You're not, Dr. Sebi don't crack the code. You got to understand. Once he went in the courtroom and proved to them people about AIDS being cured, they begin always working. You got to understand how the game go, man. These niggas want to stay 10 times ahead of you. Barry 2. I'm going to send some energy out to Barry 2. May everything that Barry or Barai, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, Tooke. We want to send energy out there. Yes, sir. 963. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. This is the one we're going to come out of next on the video. And I'm also going to come out of the Book of Law. And we're also going to come out of the Book of Wisdom. I went on and purchased these books. These books is fluctuating all over social media. And nobody has these books and they're explaining it. In the Book of Wisdom, it breaks down of how the Bible and the Quran is talking about nothing but the true essence of your macro and your micro. Okay? That's the esoterics. That's what esoteric means. The hidden information, the hidden studies. All right? So we're going to get into that. We're going to wrap this year up. And we're going to do this before the new people, for them people switch chairs. You know what I'm talking about? Because it has to be done because it is now incompetent upon the gods and the goddesses who have taken their rightful place. And what I mean to have taken their rightful place, self, not the land, not nobody's banking. I don't want Rockefellers and all them and Citizens and Wells Fargo banking stuff. Let them have that shit. My rightful place is my mind. Check. And if you watch the movie Supercell, right, on Netflix, for some reason they're only playing it on Netflix, and you know the reason why. But if you watch that, it'll give you a clear insight as to your revelation of being on time, with time, and what you're thinking and doing in existence. Ashe? So namaste to you all. I'm going to come back with some more important information that is necessary for our elevation. Peace, love, light, and darkness. I'm out. All right, Barry.